Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Emerald Court. I, Jester Chaos, the Emerald Lord, so many titles in the description, blah blah, have come to make a announcement involving everyone's favorite lucky shot, Golem. Love this guy. Love him to death. Anyway, we plan on having a online pit fight subscriber tournament. And it's going to be relatively simple. Also, I made Bruce into a member of the Emerald Eyes, but, you know, that's besides the point. So, how to enter? They're glad that you asked, voices in my head. It is simple. I want you... blah, 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 blah. The idea is that, first, you want to send me all details of your, friend, of your PS4 thing. So that way I can set up friendly pit fights, because let's face it, if we have it be ranked, it's gonna be random, and you may lose your guy. And I believe in true orc healthcare and maintenance. I don't believe in just killing them off and having to replace them. Sorry about bonds, damn it. That's what most of the advertisement was for. No clue why developers didn't capitalize on that. So yeah, after that is done, then you just gotta show me the picture of the orc that you plan on entering in the contest. Doesn't have to be the orc in the overlord position. After all, you can easily do a switcheroo. It just happens to be in on the particular map where the contest is going to be taking hold. And as I mentioned before, it's going to be at Saragoth. It's where you're going to have to fight one of these orcs in this arena. Which orc is that? Well, I'm not gonna be telling. But I will say it is going to be one of these 7. So I'll just go through all of them real quick. We have Bruce the Chopper. Everyone remembers Bruce, right? This one is a little bit different from your average Bruce. For one, he's immune to practically everything but fire, and he's a member of my Emerald Eyes. So if you're doing online conquest and attempt to take the fortress, unless you kill him with fire, he'll just get up again. Not to mention, he has 2 poison masters with him, which probably increases the poison damage. I am unsure. Next, we have Shaka Frogblood. I suppose if we get a lot more epics than legendaries, I'll probably use him. After all, he's a unique orc, and I like them. Not too interesting, though, in terms of abilities. Then we have Koth Giant Slayer. Again, he's nothing too out of the ordinary, but he is But it does have a gang of elite archers, which is always nice, in my book. And then we have, not going to be a thing, because the only thing interesting about him is that he has a kitty cat. Then we have Thrak, the Beheader. He's a necromancer, believe it or not. Kind of weird, I know, but yeah. And the special thing about good old Thrak here, if you were doing online conquest anyway, is that both of his bodyguards, Baru the Crafty and Gobu the Gravewalker, they're both necromancers. So, with the 3 of them, they can practically resurrect all the fallen in the last war to fight. And from what I hear, necromancers may potentially be able to revive captains. That's always nice. And then last, not least, and if I had to be completely honest, the most likely candidate... Ratbag, no. Moose Glob Slashface. Since, Duya Records isn't going to be, level 60 for some time, figured this be the perfect orc to be the strongest candidate. It to be a champion of this area. Yeah, he's enraged by many things, and he's certainly not an easy opponent to face, especially since he has Fire Warder and a gang of elite savages on his side. But of course, there is one exception to the whole war chief thing I would like to introduce, who is who in my sort of fiction, Nug Dug Halfling Lover. In my personal experience, he is the most smart, most powerful, and probably the most ruthless of all the orcs I've ever encountered. One, he lost an eye, and despite not having too, I don't want to say he looks unique, but for whatever reason, he just carries this look, and it works on him so well, even more when his armor's red. Probably just because he's missing an eye. But the deadliest thing about him, which, you know, will only apply to Italians, is that he has no chance, and he's a berserker. So he's definitely going to be a potential overlord / champion that will be fought. How I will decide this, I'm probably just going to have a group of friends / a select group of subscribers who I know are not going to be taking place in the tournament, meant to help decide which one would be which. That is going to be how it is done. So who knows? It might be Glom, it might be Moose Glob, it might be Bruce. Either way, I would expect a legendary opponent at the end. At the very least. But yeah. Also, another sort of rule I want to bring up is, well, to keep things a little bit more interesting, you can only use orcs in that region. After all, you guys have orcs from all sorts of regions, like I do probably if you're at endgame, so might as well just use them as any way you guys see fit. So don't use a relocation order to just bring a really tough orc into this region. After all, that'll kind of be a I don't know. It just wouldn't feel right. So only orcs that are native to your Sergoth. After all, it's not like I can give you a relocation order to bring that orc back to where he was. And how the tournament is going to work is that after I got the max amount of people sending in stuff, after all, I'm relatively small, so I don't imagine I'm going to get over 1,000 people. I will create a tournament bracket, compare orcs together into what will make a exciting match. Then I'm going to send 2 people an invitation to host their own match. In which case, they're going to go into a party. I am probably going to also be there. And essentially, it's going to be 2 rounds. One from one end, one from another. With hopefully everybody talking and such, so that way I can hear what's going on in the match, because I'll be practically blind. Unless SharePlay is used, which probably... Yeah, SharePlay will be used. I'll be there, I'll watch every match, and hopefully we'll have really exciting matches. The one thing I will promise is that I'll do my damnedest to make sure that we don't have any sort of, like, exploitive weaknesses. After all, this is going to be completely random. As long as you guys show me all your traits ahead of time, that shouldn't happen. And while, you know, the chances of victory aren't guaranteed, oh, right, up here. There we go. Let's test Golem against somebody. Definitely friendly fight pits. Let's see, we got Grom the Machine, Grom the Scorpion, and Ulasu the Meat Hoarder. Damn it, Records, you had to break the mold. You know what? Let's see. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a tiger by the toe. If he hollers, let him go. And I will pick this thing right here. Okay, Grom the Scorpion. Gonna be slightly one-sided, but you never know. I don't know if Grom has a... for all I know, he could be enraged and immune to curse.
You've been lucky so far, and that luck is about to end.
I'm kind of sad that I'm a unique voice.
Send me your best, not your worst.
Oh yeah, I probably should go into that. What the fuck just happened? Damn it, Golem, that's cheating. No freezing your opponents. Yeah, I have the Blackguard, or as I like pronouncing it, Blackguard weapons on. And by weapons, I mean the sword, the dagger, bow, I think. I don't know, these things are pretty generic. And the ring. So that pretty much means my followers get to do random elemental bits of damage. Which is why I'm not going to have all the footage come from me. It's going to come from other people. But yeah. With these matches, I recommend both participants record the message, record the match, and be able to send them to me somehow, so that way I can potentially edit it up to be a rather exciting match. Though do know this probably won't come out till after Christmas. Then again, for all I know, this probably won't happen till after Christmas, when everything's arranged. But yeah. Can't wait to see all the sorts of orcs, and while I know I'm gonna have like two, and while I know like two of the orcs I may potentially bring in to be the champion are berserkers, please don't use berserkers unless it's a orc that you really like. After all, show up your favorite orc, the orc that you've had such an experience with. The orc that have helped you a lot, maybe betrayed you once or twice, and the orc that are generally you consider to be awesome. Not just the orc that you know will win because they happen to have that three-way thing of death. You never know, a berserker may lose, especially if the opposition doesn't trigger any of the rages, and the berserker does. But yeah. That'll be all. Thank you all for your stay. I hope I'll see plenty of interesting orcs and Ologs fighting to the death. And remember, the battle-hardened Golem will be watching. and for all we know, he may potentially join in the match. Let's just hope that well, matches won't end with, well... I put a video up of it called, yeah. Let's just hope that we don't have any glitches that happen. Like, for example, my set coming into play. For all the matches, you must play as a naked white gear Talion. That is law. The orcs can't have a special bonus. Only my orcs can do that. Alright, joking aside, farewell. And remember... the Grave Walker is wearing a goat head.